Good morning, student. Today we discuss about NCRT index problem. Problem number 1.1. Why are solid rigid? Why are solid rigid? Because its particles are closely packed to each other. Next questions. Why do solid have definite volume? Solid have definite volume due to the presence of stronger intermolecular force of interaction between the particles. The particles of solid are closely packed to each other, thus it have a stronger intermolecular force between the particles comparison to the other physical state of the matter. The solid have definite volume. Next, problem 1.3. Classify the following as amorphous or crystalline solid. Polyurethane, naphthalene, benzoic acid, Teflon, potassium nitrate, cellophane, polyvinyl chloride, fiberglass, and copper. Here, benzoic acid, potassium nitrate, and copper. These are crystalline solid. We repeat again. Benzoic acid, potassium nitrate, copper are crystalline solid, and polyurethane, Teflon, cellophane, polyvin- polyvinyl chloride, and fiberglass. These are amorphous solid. Next, why is glass considered as supercooled liquid? Why is glass considered as supercooled liquid? Because they have tendency to flow as a liquid but slowly. Glass have tendency to flow as liquid but slowly, hence it is known as supercooled liquid. Problem number 1.5. A diffractive index of a solid is observed to have the same value along all directions. Comment on the nature of this solid. Would it show cleavage property? The refractive index of the solid is same in all the direction, that is in all the axes. This means substance will be isotropic in nature, and isotropic substance is amorphous solid. The nature of the solid will be amorphous, and its cleavage property, it will break into piece with the irregular surface. It will not show a clean cleavage when it cut. Next problem, problem number 1.6. Classify the flowing solid in different category based on the nature of the intermolecular force. Sodium sulfate, copper, benzene, urea, ammonia, water, zinc sulfide, diamond, rubidium, argon, silicon. Here, sodium sulfate is an ionic compound. It is an ionic solid. It have electrostatic force between the particles. Next, copper. Copper is a metallic solid. It have metallic bond between the particles. Next, benzene. It is a molecular solid. It is molecular solid, and uh, in molecular solid, it is a type of non-polar molecular solid. It have Van der Waals force of interaction between the particles. Next, urea. Urea, its molecular formula NH2CuNH2. It is also a molecular solid. It forms hydrogen bond between the particles. It is a type of hydrogen bond molecular solid, and hydrogen bond is present between the molecules of urea. Next, ammonia. Ammonia, it is also molecular solid. It also have hydrogen bond between the particles. It is a type of hydrogen bond molecular solid. Water. Solid water is a molecular solid, and it have hydrogen bond between the particles. It have hydrogen bond between the water molecules. It is a type of hydrogen bond molecular solid. Zinc sulfide. Zinc sulfide is a ionic compound. It is a type of ionic solid. It have electrostatic force of interaction between the particles. Diamond. Diamond, graphite, these all are the allotropes of carbon. Carbon and allotropes are the type of network solid. Network solid. The nature of force between the particles is covalent bond. Rubidium. It is a metallic solid. It have metallic bond between between the particles. Argon. Argon have van der Waals force of interaction between the between the argon atoms. Silicon carbide. It is a type of network solid. Thus, it also have covalent bond between the particles. Next problem 1.7. Solid A is solid A is a very hard electrical insulator in a solid as well as in molten state and melt at extremely high temperature. What type of solid it is it? We repeat again. Solid A is a very hard electrical insulator in solid as well as in molten state and melt at extremely high temperature. What type of solid is it? It is a covalent or network solid. Example like diamond. Diamond have a very high melting point and it is also very hard and electrical insulator. Next questions. Why are ionic solid conducting in the molten state and not in the solid state? Why are ionic solid conducting in the molten state and not in the solid state? In the ionic solid, the electrical conductivity is due to the movement of the ions. Since the ionic mobility is negligible in the solid state, these are non-conducting in this state. Upon melting, the ions present acquire some mobility. Therefore, the ionic solid becomes conducting. We repeat again. Ionic solid are bad conducted in solid state, but it is good conducted in the molten state, because in molten state its ions are free to move uh, uh, and transport electricity from one ions to the another ions. Thus, ionic solid is bad conductor in solid state, but it is good conductor in the molten state. What type of solid are electrical conductor, malleable and ductile? It is the nature of metal. Thus, it will be metallic solid. Give the significance of lattice point. Lattice point. Firstly, we discuss about the lattice point. Lattice point. The point where particles is situated is known as lattice point. The point where particles is situated is known as lattice point. Lattice point determine the position of the particles in the crystal. Lattice point determine the position of the particles in the crystal. We know simple cubic unit cell have 8 lattice point, because in simple cubic unit cell uh, 8 particles are present at the 8 corner. BCC body centered cubic unit cell have 9 lattice point, because 8 particles at the 8 corner and 1 particles in the body center. FCC face centered cubic unit cell have 14 lattice point, because in FCC 8 particles at the 8 corner and 6 particles in 1 particles in each face, that is 6 particles. Total 14 particles. Thus FCC have 14 lattice point. End face centered unit cell have 10 lattice point. 8 at the corner and 2 in one opposite face. We repeat again. Lattice point determine the position of a particles in a crystal. Name the parameter that characterize a unit cell. There are 6 parameters which determine which characterize the unit cell: 3 angle parameter and 3 age parameter. 3 age parameter A, B, C and 3 angle parameter alpha, beta, gamma. These are characterize a unit cell. Next questions. Distinguish between hexagonal and monoclinic unit cell. Next question. Face-centered and in-face-centered unit cell. So firstly discuss about difference between hexagonal and monoclinic unit cell. In hexagonal unit cell is A equal to B but not equal to C. Alpha is equal to beta is equal to 90 degree and the value of gamma is 120 degree. But in monoclinic unit cell, A's A, B, C all are unequal. A is not equal to B is not equal to C, and alpha is equal to gamma is equal to 90, and beta doesn't equal to the 90 degree. Next part. Face centered or in-face centered unit cell. In face centered unit cell, 8 particles at the 8 corner. In face centered unit cell, particles are present at the each corner and 1 particles in the each face. In face centered unit cell, particles are present at the each corner and 1 particles in each face. But in interface centered unit cell, particles are present at each corner and 2 particles present in one opposite face. Face centered unit cell have 14 lattice point. Interface centered unit cell have 10 lattice point. Face centered unit cell have 4 particles in each unit cell, but interface centered unit cell have only two particles in each unit cell. Here, diagram first represent the phase center unit cell and diagram second represent the in-phase center unit cell. Explain how many portion of an atom located at first corner, second body center of cubic unit cell. Corner particles 1 by 8, body centered particles 1. Locate what is two-dimensional coordination number of a molecules in a square closed packed layer? Square closed packed layer. In a square closed packed layer, each particles are direct contacted with the four other particles. Thus, the coordination number in two-dimensional square closed packed structure is 4. In two-dimension square closed packed structure, each particles are connected with the four other particles. Thus, the coordination number in a square closed packed structure will be 4. Next questions. NCERT Index 1.15. A compound form hexagonal closed packed structure. What is the total number of void in 0.5 mole of it? How many these are tetrahedral voids? Here, total number of particles is 0.5 mole. Total number of particles 0.5 mole. We know number of octahedral voids is equal to the number of particles. Thus, the octahedral voids will be 0.5 mole. And tetrahedral voids is equal to 2 into octahedral voids. Thus, the number of tetrahedral voids, thus the number of tetrahedral voids 2 into 0.5 mole, that is 1 mole. We repeat again. Here, number of particles is 0.5 mole. Octahedral voids is equal to the number of particles, thus the octahedral voids will be 0.5 mole. And tetrahedral voids is equal to 2 into octahedral voids. So 2 into 0.5, that is 1 mole. And total number of voids 0.5 plus 1, that is 1.5 mole. Next problem, problem 1.16. It is also related to the voids. A compound is formed by two elements M and N. A compound is formed by two elements M and N. The element N form CCP and atoms of the element M occupy 1/3 of the tetrahedral voids. What is the formula of the compound? What is the formula of the compound? We repeat again. A compound is formed by two elements M and N. The element N forms CCP and atoms of the element M occupy 1/3 of the tetrahedral voids. What is the formula of the compound? In these questions, lattice is formed by particles N. Lattice is formed by particles N. Let us suppose the number of particles n is equal to x. Number of particles n is equal to x. Thus, the number of tetrahedral voids will be 2x, because the number of tetrahedral voids is equal to 2 into number of particles. Here particles is x, thus the number of tetrahedral voids will be 2x. According to question, the number of particles m will be 2x by 3. 2x by 3. So here n x and m 2x by 3. So formula of the solid becomes m 2x by 3 n m 2x by 3 n. After simplification and removing fraction, we get the formula of the solid M2 N3. Next question. Which of the following lattice has the highest packing efficiency? Simple cubic, body centered cubic, and third hexagonal close packed lattice. Simple cubic 52.4%, BCC 68%, hexagonal close packed 74%. Here, HCP have the maximum packing efficiency. Next problem 1.18. An element with the molar mass 2.7 into 10 to the power minus 2 kg per mole form a cubic unit cell with edge length 405 picometer. If the density is 2.7 into 10 to the power 3 kg per meter cube, what is the nature of the unit cell? In these questions, molar mass of the element is given 2.7 10 to the power minus 2 kilogram per mole. Here m is given. Edge length A is equal to 405 picometer. Density of the unit cell is also given 2.7 into 10 to the power 3 kilogram per meter cube. The formula of the density of the unit cell rho is equal to Z into capital M by A cube into NA here Z is equal to rho into A cube NA by M. The value of rho A and Avogadro number Na and M put in this formula. And after solving, we get the value of Z is 3.99. 3.99, it is near to 4. Z is equal to 4 for FCC crystal. Thus, the nature of solid will be the cubic unit cell will be FCC, face centered cubic unit cell. Next questions. What type of defect can arise when a solid is heated? Which physical property is affected by it and in what way? When a solid is heated, then vacancy defect is developed and density of the solid is decreases. Next questions. What type of stoichiometry defect are shown by? First ZNS, second AGBR. ZNS show Frankel defect and AgBr show both the Frankel and Schottky defect. ZNS show only Frankel defect, but AgBr show both Frankel as well as Schottky defect. Next question. Explain how vacancies are introduced. In an ionic solid, when a cation of higher valency is added as an impurity in it. This question is related to the impurity defect. When NaCl crystal, when molten NaCl crystal is doped with SrCl2, then one Sr2 plus replaces two Na plus ion from the crystal. The vacancy of one Na plus ion is filled by Sr2 plus and the vacancy of another Na plus ion is remain vacant. The number of cation vacancy is equal to the number of doped Sr2 plus. Next questions. 22. Ionic solid which have anionic vacancy due to metal excess defect develop colored. Explain with the help of a suitable example. We repeat again. Ionic solid which have anionic vacancy due to metal excess defect develop colored. Explain with the help of a suitable example. When alkali metal salt like NaCl, KCl, LiCl is heated in the presence of metallic vapor, that is NaCl is heated in the presence of sodium vapor, KCl is heated in the presence of potassium vapor, LiCl is heated in the presence of lithium vapor, then this type of defect is developed. When NaCl is heated in the presence of sodium vapor, then sodium is deposited on the surface of the crystal and Cl minus diffuse into the surface of the crystal. Deposited sodium lost one electron and converted into Na plus, and it combined with the diffuse Cl minus to form NaCl on the surface of the crystal. The lost electron of deposited sodium comes into the vacant space of Cl minus in the crystal. This free electron absorb radiation and give the color of the center. This free electron is known as F center because it is responsible for color. F is derived from a German word Farbe which means color. The color of the NaCl crystal after defect becomes yellow. Next problem, problem 1.23. A group 14th element is to be converted into n-type semiconductor by doping it with a suitable impurity. To which group should these impurities belong? We repeat again. A group 14th element is to be converted into n-type semiconductor by doping it with a suitable impurity. To which group should these impurities belong? N-type semiconductor is formed by the doping of electron-rich impurities. N-type semiconductor is formed by the doping of electron-rich impurities. Here, elements is group 14. Thus electron-rich impurities will be group 15th and group 16th with respect to the 14th. Hence, group 15th or group 16th elements is used as impurities, then it forms n-type semiconductor. Next and last question. What type of substance would make better permanent magnet, ferromagnetic or ferrimagnetic? Justify your answer. Ferromagnetic substance make better permanent magnet. This is because when placed in magnetic field, their domain get oriented in the direction of magnetic field and a strong magnetic field is produced. This is ordering of domain persists even when external magnetic field is removed. Hence, the ferromagnetic substance becomes a permanent magnet. We repeat again. Here questions: what type of substance would make better permanent magnet, ferromagnetic or ferrimagnetic? Ferromagnetic substance would make a better permanent magnet. Ferrimagnetic substance lost their magnetic ferrimagnetism. Ferrimagnetic substance lost ferrimagnetism after heating. After heating, it converted into paramagnetic substance. तो ये सारे इन टेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम था, ये खत्म हो गया. अब अगले वीडियो में और टेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम हम लोग बनाएंगे. चलिए आज इतना ही.